Hi guys, welcome and thank you so much for watching. So I decided to film a video showing you which perfumes my husband absolutely hates on me or in general, whatever. And he always tells me to stop wearing them, especially in the car. So the first fragrance that I'm gonna show you here is, you're probably gonna be surprised because this is very popular. This is like trending right now. Everybody loves this. It's affordable. It's an amazing scent. I absolutely love this. And it's actually Mont Blanc signature. And you know what? He doesn't like this fragrance. He says it's a very strong and he says it smells cheap. What can I do? He says it smells cheap. It smells weird and it's just very strong. It gives him a headache and he just doesn't like it. And so like every time I wear this, he's like, "What are you wearing? Is that the white cube again or whatever?" That's what he calls it. And I'm like, "Yeah, it's Mont Blanc." Like it smells very fresh and soapy, you know? It's like I just showered, put a nice lotion on, and he's just not having it. He's like, mm-mm. He's like, "I don't like this." The next one is also very popular, and I know that a lot of people love it and a lot of people hate it, and I guess he's in that hater category or whatever. And it's actually Zadig and Voltaire. This is her. And he says that it stinks. I guess it's the sandalwood that he smells in here. He says he doesn't like it. He says it smells actually masculine. And he's basically telling me that if he did like this, he would wear it because of how masculine this smells. He says that it's not apparently good for a woman. It is very sweet also. He's like, it's very sweet and milky, but it also smells masculine. So he's like, I would not want to smell this on a woman. I kind of understand where he's coming from. However, I think that this is a great unisex fragrance. I think that it smells great on a woman. I think it would smell great on a man, but he doesn't like it. He says the same thing. He says it's very strong, it's very milky and very, very sweet. And he does like sweet fragrances, but this one's not it again. I don't know what's going on, you guys. A lot of the fragrances that I have here are actually very nice and popular, and he just doesn't like them. I can kind of see why he doesn't like it, because this house is very like challenging. Not everybody likes fragrances from this house, and some of the fragrances are more on the mature side in my opinion. And yeah, this one's called Honor. It's from Amouage, and this is a white floral scent. It smells very creamy. There's tuberose in here. I think there's jasmine and gardenia, but I do smell a lot of like a very green tuberose with jasmine and something very creamy. It kind of, to me, it kind of smells like a white floral lotion that's very expensive, and this smells very feminine. I absolutely love this fragrance. I also think that this smells very expensive. This is what a rich woman smells like, a woman that's, high maintenance, that takes care of herself. And I just think that this is a great fragrance for a woman. But he says that this is very strong, and he says that this smells mature. So he doesn't like this either. And every time we get in the car, he's like, "Oh my God, it's giving me a headache." And all I do is like 1 to 2 sprays with this. This is very strong, I'm not gonna lie. It has a great sillage, it has a great performance, and that's what he doesn't like with this fragrance. He says it smells like grandma. What can I do? That's what he says. He says it smells like grandma, it smells mature, and it's very, very strong, and it's given him a headache, and he cannot stand it, unfortunately. I still wear all of these fragrances, even like on purpose, just to kind of like piss him off, because I think it's funny. And just because he doesn't like all of these perfumes doesn't mean that I'm not gonna actually wear them. You know what I mean? The next fragrance is actually from Serge Lutens, and it's called the Tour Noir. He actually doesn't like any of Serge Lutens fragrances that I own, but I think this is like the main one. This is basically a tuberose scent, but there's like a bunch of notes in here. I think there's coconut in here, I think there's beeswax, and there's something else in here. To me, this kind of smells like a sunscreen lotion that has like this coconutty vibe, kind of creamy vibe. It does kind of smell like sunscreen. with a little bit of a tuberose, coconut, and you can definitely smell that beeswax. It does smell waxy. It even kind of smells like a vanilla candle to me a little bit. But it's a very nice summery fragrance, and he also doesn't like it. He says it stinks. He says it smells mature, and that's what he actually says about all of Serge Lutens fragrances, which I am gonna show you next right now. Another one is also from Serge Lutens, and it's called Louvre. This is an almond fragrance, and you know what? The notes are simple in here, but it's just the fragrance is also very simple, just like the notes. It basically smells like an almond extract. Just imagine buying an almond extract, right? And that's what it smells like. That's exactly what it smells like to me. Another thing that I can compare this to is but I think it was body oil from L'Occitane that smelled like an almond. This is, in my opinion, this smells kind of similar, but there is something in here that also kind of makes it smell soapy, like the dry soap. You know that almond dry soap that they sell in like Marshalls or TJ Maxx or whatever? It also kind of reminds me of this. And I think that it's a unique fragrance just because of how it smells. Yes, you can go to the grocery store and buy an almond extract and, rub that all over yourself and you're good to go. But it's not the same thing. This is an actual fragrance, you know what I mean? So I personally, I haven't smelled anything like that before in the fragrance community. So I think this is actually very special. The performance is not bad. It does last longer on clothes. It doesn't last as long on the skin. It does have a great sillage for some time. And yeah, I just think that it's a great fragrance. It is a little bit boring just because of how monotone it is. All you get in here is that almond, that's it. It doesn't change or anything like that. Like the way it smells out of the bottle, that's how it's gonna smell on your skin the whole time. So this is actually great with Last Cherry from Tom Ford because Last Cherry also has an almond note. So when you combine these two, layer them together, they actually smell very nice. However, he also hates this fragrance. He completely doesn't like it. The next one, I think you're also gonna be surprised, but it's actually Delina from Perfume de Marly. Yes, he says it smells very sour. He also says that it stinks. He just says that it's like a very stinky fragrance. He doesn't like it. He says it's very strong, and I guess it's the rhubarb, the lychee that's in here that he doesn't like. But yeah, unfortunately, he doesn't like Delina. And as far as I remember, he doesn't like the exclusive version either. So yeah, he is, I guess, picky like that. And I know that a lot of guys actually like Delinas. But yeah, my husband unfortunately doesn't like these either. The next fragrance is actually from Histoire de Parfum, and it's called This Is Not a Blue Bottle 1.2. I think the bottle is super cute. And as far as I remember, this is 15 ml. So they have like, this is like 1/3 of the bottle or 1/4 or whatever. Then they have 60 ml and 100 ml. No, excuse me, 120 ml. And for 60 ml, it's like half of the bottle. And for 120, it's like a whole bottle. It's very pretty. I love it. I also think that the scent is very unique. This is basically a lily of the valley scent, but it smells very modern. It doesn't smell vintage or anything like that. It smells very sophisticated and very, very unique. It's very milky and creamy. And I think there's also sandalwood in here and ylang ylang. And perhaps it's the sandalwood and the ylang ylang that's given it, a lot of creaminess and stuff like that. But what's very weird is that I smell a pear in here. To me, it kind of smells like a pear lily candy or something like that, or like a lotion because of how creamy this is. But he says that it smells like a church oil. There's nothing wrong with that, obviously, and he does go to church and stuff like that, but he just says that it smells like church oil. He's like, why would you put on yourself church oil? So he doesn't understand this fragrance for some reason. He doesn't like it, and he also says that it's strong and it's just kind of making him feel sick physically. So yeah, he doesn't like this one either. However, I feel like this is very unique. This is a great unisex fragrance. This smells great on a man and on a woman, and I absolutely love wearing this fragrance in the springtime. Absolutely amazing. The next one is again from Amouage, unfortunately, and it's called Blossom Love. But you know what? I can't blame him for this one because I did not like this one in the beginning either. It took me like 3 or 4 months to like this fragrance. I had a sample of this originally and I couldn't stand it. I smelled something fecal in here. I smelled like a dirty bathroom with flowers, and it also smelled very mature to me. I just did not like it, you know. But one day it was very hot and humid. It was like a summer night and I was bored. I decided to try all of the samples that I had again. So I put this on and it just opened up beautifully. It smelled like amaretto. It smells very boozy. There's cherry blossom in here. There's suede, and I think it's the suede and the amaretto that was giving me that fecal weird thing that was going on in here. However, I do not smell this anymore in here, and I am so glad that I do not, because this is an amazing fragrance. It smells, like I said, it smells very boozy and kind of floral, and it just smells very sexy to me. I don't know, I feel like I would wear this to a club. I think that this is a very like outgoing fragrance and I absolutely love it. You guys, the performance is absolutely insane. It lasts all day long. All you need is like one spray. I'm not even joking, especially on your clothes. One spray, you're gonna leave a trail with this. It has a crazy sillage, and this is why he doesn't like this one either. I'm like going through these fragrances and I'm starting to think that maybe he doesn't like them because they're too strong. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. But he also told me that it smells very mature. He doesn't like this one either. And then the last fragrance that I have here is unfortunately from Xerjoff. I absolutely love this house, and it's called Dolce Amalfi. I have this in actually 30 ml. What a cute small bottle. But I don't know if this is a gourmand, but this is crazy sweet. I think there's kumquat in here or something like that. I could be wrong. I don't remember the notes anymore, but there's like spicy notes. I think there's cloves in here. And you know what this smells like? To me, this smells like a spicy, juicy fruit bubble gum. That's what it smells like to me. It smells very fruity, very, very sweet, kind of fizzy. It also kind of reminds me of a fizzy, fruity drink, fizzy, fruity candy. It's very yummy. It has a great performance. It has a great sillage. All you need is like 1 to 2 sprays with this, and I think that this fragrance really shines in the summer. It becomes very like warm, and I don't know, it's just very nice in the summertime. But he doesn't like this one either. He says it smells like spices. It smells like spicy food or something like that. And yeah, he's just like, it smells like a bunch of spices. I don't like this. And he always smells this. Like, I do one spray on my wrist and he constantly tells me, what the heck are you wearing? This smells very familiar. I do not like it. Please do not wear it. Again, great performance. So I'm thinking maybe it is because they're so strong. That's why he doesn't like them. I don't know, but he does give me the notes that he smells in them. And so, yeah, perhaps it's everything combined together. But this is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know which perfumes your boyfriend or your husband loves. It's going to be very interesting to read your comments. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.